course.
A is action. So, and action, no matter how you try to grow, no matter how much opportunity that comes your way, action is the only way. In fact, I feel it is the most important in achieving goals. Action. And one way to action works with time. Yes, and to go back to the fact that
I think you're going to somewhere that I wanted to talk about, but proceed.
yeah, so action comes with time, and if you'll be able to have so much action towards achieving your goal, action targeted at achieving your goal, you must become very time conscious. Oh my, I cannot overemphasize this. You must become very time conscious. I see the enemy of action is procrastination, and both of them have relationship with time. Yes, like one of my late uncle always tell me that procrastination is the lazy man's apology. Why didn't you do this? I was planning to do it tomorrow. Yesterday you said tomorrow.
It reminds me of a conversation we actually had at some point last year, and I really appreciate that conversation. I mean, let me just say this, people. If there's something on your mind, say it. Speak to someone. Sometimes they would say something you've always known, but there's this thing about hearing what you know. There's a way it just comes fresh again and it strengthens you. And I know I remember talking to you that I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. I don't know if you remember in the lounge.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
And you said something. You said, "So what is stopping you?" You said, "Why is stopping you? Why are you not doing it?" And I actually had to think about that. What is actually stopping me? What is stopping me from doing what I want to do? And so I had to go back, and look at my goals again for the year. I had to. Sometimes I do this. I rewrite my goals all over and compare it to what I wrote at the beginning of the year and see whether I still think that what I said at the beginning of the year is relevant.
Yeah.
So if it's still tallying, it means that this is really what is on my mind. If it's not tallying, it means something influenced my decision before, or something is influencing my decision now. So what has changed over time?
What's changed?
I like to do that sometimes.
My wiser, my more foolish.
So if right now I have some plans I wrote in a book, I had some plans I wrote another time on my laptop, I have some plans I wrote initially on my phone. So, but if you compare it, actually, they are all related. And I was looking at it some 2 days ago because I was trying to make plans for this year and see where I'll fill in the gaps and all of that. I looked at it and I realized that they actually align. So it means that I'm actually getting a good grasp of where and what I want to be doing. So yeah, you said something to that extent. What is stopping you now? I mean, why not take action now? And I really had to look at it. Is there actually something stopping me from taking action now? That caused me to do a number of things that I was not doing. So I think that's part of the reason is also So please continue by all means.
Yeah, so action. And the enemy of action is procrastination. I will do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. You said on the first. And that's why I love the quote of a very good, some of you hate him, but I'm not here to talk about politics, but promised us that day one, you hit the ground running. And you see, he actually hit his plans because from day one, he told you that I'm taking out fuel subsidy. And day one, he said fuel subsidy is gone. So he actually hit the ground running. So yeah, so hit the ground running, action. And if you actually maximize actions towards hitting your goal, you must become very critical with time management. In fact, because right now there's so many time stealers. Oh my, you have series to watch you can decide you want to watch series for 24 hours, like a movie series, or you're watching a Netflix show for 24 hours, and every day they are pumping out new movies. And you see, time is currency. That's why you hear people say things like, you spend time. Time is currency. And the whole action you have, your ability to take action is dependent on time. If you're a mathematics student, there's something called differential calculus. They tell you that differentiate these algebraic terms with respect to this. So whatever action you take with your life, anything you're doing with your life, it's always with respect time to time. That's why some actions only make sense with respect to time.